welcome to tonight's event, that is the commemoration of the signing of the Convention of Chicago. Actually, today is the day. Actually, it's 80 years and 2 hours from the moment it was signed, because I made the research and the declaration was signed around 10 o'clock on the 7th of December. Then we have 8 hours of difference with Chicago. Then you can calculate. We are seven. No, eight. Yeah, I was there. Just I know. Then yeah,
8 years ago.
Yeah. Actually, we were searching if there was in Chicago someone 80 years old in the event, but it was not. Then we had our first Hermes reception in Chicago on the 4th with the President of the President and the Secretary General of ICAO and Director Generals. As also today we have 3 Director Generals we'd like to thank them for being here, Guyana, Greece and Kazakhstan. Of course, international organizations and friends, that we are all together here in this Hermes family. Then today we celebrate what people achieved 80 years ago, and for this reason Hermes, thanks to the huge support of Athens International Airport that sponsored both the receptions in Chicago and today, we have the opportunity to present to you a book that actually 2 books, and one initiative, one book. That the one is an update from the 100 years of commercial aviation that with my fellow good brother Vijay Punusamy, president at the time of Hermes and now honorary member of Hermes, presented. Actually, we opened ICAO headquarters on Saturday, and we had the presence of at the time the president and Secretary General. Then this is an updated version and a more concrete and comprehensive version of what was the milestone on how we started from the first man-powered flight on the 17th of December 1903 till what we are today. Of course, with the bad and good like COVID and so on. Then this is the first book that you know that you have. We have some copies for you today, and I would like to thank also our partners for this. That is ICAO, ACI World, ASA, Kanzo, Tiaka. Thanks, Lynn, for being here with us today. Also, Eurocontrol, Airlines for America, AACO, AFRA, ALTA, and ERA. And also, I'd like to thank Abdullah the Secretary General of AACO. That was the first association together with Manal and AACO signed an MOU with Hermes that you led the way in order to have all the others be part of that. And then you have the opportunity to have a look on this, and of course what my let's say this milestone and the way that this timeline, what is quite interesting or ironic I can say, is that in 1939, when it was starting the Second World War in September of 39, in December of 39 was opening the first ever lounge in the United States. And you see the ironic of what was happening in one part of the world to the other part of the world. Probably now everything that's happening in one part of the world affects the rest, like what happened with COVID and so on. And of course, I would like to thank my family, Evgenia, Yorgos, and Yannis, because they have lost me for a while in order to be able and to accomplish all these things. And can I ask to come for a picture with here, Yorgos, Yannis, Evgenia?
Your good health.
I know, look at that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks. Then, the other initiative we started in this year, we announced on Wednesday, thanks to our member of Hermes, Michael Bell, that is an aviation expert in Korn Ferry, in our Hermes assembly last year in Istanbul. He proposed to launch and inaugurate the Air Transport Hall of Fame. Then to recognize those people that contributed to the evolution of the air transport. Don't forget what is Hermes. Hermes is the people, the leaders of the air transport. That's why you're here. Most of you, you're already members of Hermes. Then it's important to recognize also that we, from the start, made what aviation is till what it is right now. Therefore, we announced this, and thanks to the partners of Athens International Airport and Conferry, this is the book of the first 50 inductees that is covered, let's say, those that so far contributed from the 110 years of commercial aviation, 120 plus years from the first flight, 80 years of, from the signing of the Chicago Convention. Therefore, this is, we have some copies for you. The official presentation of these inductees will be next June here, next to ACI Europe, or probably will be on the 20th of June, and we'll invite you to participate, and we'll send you an email regarding this. Then, this is the second initiative. I will talk about people, and it's not, Hermes is not only me, it's a team. And then my honor and pleasure to have two board members, Hermes Nanda, who is the Vice President and Treasurer of Hermes, and Professor Andreas Papafeodoru, that is also a board member. Then to say a few words, and before I give the floor also to some other good colleagues.
Thank you. No, we used to have a dream separately, Kostas and I, in order to unite the aviation, different parts of the aviation industry under one roof, but in an unofficial manner, because when it is becoming to an official, as we have examples in front of us, the egos and power fights are coming through. So, especially after the corona, when we were talking in one of the Hermes meetings, and during the having some, if I'm not wrong, cognac or a whiskey, I opened that. Why aren't we coming together under one roof without having no boundaries and limits, and try to, for the sake of the industry? Because so far, we are, instead of creating synergies and value from our differences, we are creating fight. And we are doing this in front of public, on the news, on the television. Let's fight internally and try to give a prompt picture to the outside, especially to our customers and to the governments, because big issues are coming. So that's how we started, inaugurated this idea, and thanks for all the joining parties, and they supported us. So thank you all, because it's a united industry, not only airports, not only airlines, not only ground handling services, not only ATC, not only the cargo and the others. We are all together a part of the globe in the aviation industry. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and on behalf of Hermes, I would like to cordially thank you for being here. As you know, we celebrate the 85th anniversary of ICAO, which until today the Chicago Convention remains one of the cornerstones of the air transport sector. Having said that, it's characterized by a structural contradiction, because the air transport sector is global, it's multinational, transnational, it's about being international, but at the same time the Chicago conference ended up with a very fragmented structure based on bilateral service agreements. What Mehmet said earlier is very important. Being united, join forces, and I think that over the last 80 years the air transport sector has actually showed a great level of resilience, and in a current environment we need to be strong, we need to stay together in order to positively fight, let's say, all the external and internal challenges. So thank you once again for being here, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Before I'll give the floor to the Director General of Civil Aviation, of the Governor, sorry, of the Civil Aviation of Greece, I would like to ask Michael Kerklo. As we said, Hermes is the people, the human beings. And probably you know that recently we lost a very, very good friend of all of us, Robert Deyon, was the Vice President Treasurer of Hermes, and helped from the start of Hermes. Vijay remember well when it was the first move that was going to this structure and so on. Then I will ask Michael Kerklo that kindly agreed to say a few words about our late friend, but we will do that more formally in the Hermes Assembly next year. Well,
Robert de Jong, of course, was a member of Hermes, and he was a friend. He was CEO of Geneva Airport for a very long time, but he was also in his professional career with Swiss Air, and subsidiaries of Swiss Air. He worked for Gourmet, and after that, he at the end of his career, he then was CEO of Geneva Airport. He was a very communicative guy, a Swiss one, yeah, of course, but a French Swiss, Swiss romande. And he was very good also in explaining the peculiarities of Switzerland, which is of course also not an easy country to understand. He of course then was also in important positions in world governing boards, especially of the airports, not only at ACI Europe, but also with ACI World. And so we had a lot of opportunities to spend time with him together. He was a very good sportsman. In the end, he was a professional in a special kind of skiing downhill. He had an old Norwegian style, you know, putting the feet like this, and very long skis, and it was very elegant when you saw him skiing downhills. And he also liked to ride fast bikes, not motorbikes, but bikes. And he frequently made his tour around Lake Geneva, the whole Lake Geneva, on one day. So in the end he was in full force. And with the beginning of 2020, suddenly, and it was always important because his birthday was always the 1st of January.
yes.
So he was always the first I called for birthdays. And in 2020, I couldn't reach him. Yeah, and suddenly the contact failed and was lost. After some time, I then understood that he got dementia and was in stationary care. After 2 years, I was in Montreux and I visited him in his residency where he was, and I already saw that sadly his condition had become much worse than I thought. And but a few weeks ago, no, it's only a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I then got a message that he died. And then I decided, because I was a close friend of him, to go to Geneva and to his funeral. Although not many people from the aviation side were there, I was a little bit disappointed. But that may also have had a reason in the family that may have not invited too many people. And I met Kostas because he had the same hardly relationship with him. So we gave our last farewell to him. And this is just to commemorate Robert, because he was a really great guy. He was a very, very good friend, and we miss him.
Yeah.
Can I ask you for 1 minute of silence in memory of Robert? Thank you. Then we will finish our official part by asking as we are in Greece, the host country Greece, the governor of civil aviation of Greece, to say a few words about commemorating the 18th anniversary of the Chicago Convention.
Good afternoon for all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Iatru family for this nice celebration today. It's very important for Greece, as you know. It was happened to be one of the initial 54 states that signed the Chicago Convention. And I can say that lately the relation between IKEA and Greece with our association, with our agency, it's in very good order and safe. And of course, I want to say that besides the European Union and these gentlemen here, the Commission that helped a lot in order to start this association, the civil aviation of Greece, that has not existed in the past. It's in business for 3 years. We did a lot of things. I'm able to thank him in front of you as well. In addition, HCAA supports all activities of Hermes that give a dream and also promise for the future a lot of more things, as these two initiatives, the Air Transport Milestone and the Air Transport Hall of Fame, which means a lot for the aviation people. We support it. I believe that Greece, through ICAO and of course the European Union entities as EASA, can contribute from now on much more scale than the past. So congratulate again, and we are very proud to be part of this family.
And happy anniversary to ICAO, happy anniversary to civil aviation, and then
Happy birthday to you.
tomorrow, today it's ICAO. Then you know, I managed to have 7 and 8 the weekend.
So
Then-
we take back the presents.
Tomorrow.
One last thing, you know that in Hermes every year we give an award to a person that contributed to the development of the civil aviation globally, with the condition not to be in the board of Hermes. Normally we do this ceremony takes around March, but Henrik, that was the awardee for this year, was not able to come for family reasons, sad family reasons. Therefore, as it's an Hermes event today, and as it is the day of ICAO, and you know, Henrik it fights for the cert, as I say, you know, the fight for really about aviation, you know, and if aviation is as it is right now, especially in Europe, it's thanks to him. Still remember, I think that the biggest success achievement was the ASEAN EU deal that happened 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
2 years.
2 years ago. Then well, it does not get this award only for this, but for being really a European fighter, and one that really was for years in the board of Hermes, helping Hermes actively, continue to be very active and deserve this recognition. And instead to send this award to him, we said they will find the first opportunity. What can be a better opportunity to have this ceremony at the 80th anniversary of the ICAO, that is today. Then,
Congratulations.
then my fellow board members have to be with me. Then,
Congratulations. Please come to the middle.
Yeah.
Happy now.
you don't do that often, you remove your phone from you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I want to say anything.
I can say a few words as well. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Kostas, Mehmet, Andreas, and it's such a great pleasure to see you here, and especially for me, who hasn't seen you for quite some time. So it is really a fantastic opportunity. I'm very grateful to Hermes and to Kostas also for this award, and I'd like to share with everyone here, because aviation is where it is today, very much thanks to the efforts that you have been all contributing to, and this has been something which we have all been doing together, and I'm really, really humbled and grateful for this. I wish you all a big success.
Happy anniversary, Diego. Also, congratulations to Henrik. And now the official part is over. And as I promised you, the 2 Michelin star chef is cooking from 4 o'clock.
This is the most important.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. 1 minute. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, for those you don't know, General Colonel retired he's the Director General of Civil Aviation of Hermes. Oh yeah. Then we were together in Chicago, and here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I must say that when this invitation was extended to me by Costa, I right immediately placed it not in my diary, but on my phone schedule, because not every time you go to your diary. I could not miss this occasion. And this weekend, leaving Chicago, the 80th anniversary of the convention, I traveled immediately here, even though I had some difficulties last night. But I'm here. I want to say thanks and congratulations to Costa and his family. It is a journey that they have taken and continue to take. And it's all on behalf of aviation, their dedication to aviation. Guyana is not as large as Greece. We do not have such a huge industry, aviation industry. But I see the efforts and the formula of Hermes, which I can incorporate in the CARICOM region. The CARICOM region are the islands of the Caribbean, which includes Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica, Antigua. We have a budding aviation industry in the CARICOM region. And I can see this being applied to this, that part of the world. I will definitely have further conversation with Costa as to see how the formula we can implement it in that part of the world. As you must know, Guyana is in South America, but they label us as part of the Caribbean region, and mainly because when the country was a colony, the United Kingdom put it together with the rest of the Caribbean under the same administration. Thus, we are the only English-speaking country on the continent of South America, and that is one of the reasons why we are part of the CARICOM region now officially. So thanks very much, Costa. I must say congratulations for your award of 24. I fortunately was the recipient of the award for 23, and it meant a great deal to me, in as much it takes a very prestigious part of my office right now and is displayed there for everyone to see. So congratulations on the award, and congratulations to you, Costa, and your family for